Hello my precious cinnamon rolls, my name is Phoephoe and I'm here back again playing Loren the Amazon Princess, and I can't remember what we're doing, naturally. Inventory. Cure the plague! Find a way to cure the plague that has spread in the Amazon Citadel. Let's go. Oh, we can't go to the Citadel, right, because it's full of the plague. There's the plague all over the Amazon Citadel. I don't know. I can't remember where they told us to go. That's the problem. Straight up on the Grand Tree. Yeah, we'll fight them. Yeah. No big deal. Dark Elf Scouts, Warriors, whatever. Trouble can just nom on them lightly. What are they? They're weak to fire, so... And Chambara giggles, so that's not creepy. They're weak to ice as well.
I don't like you.
Keep up next time.
Who's growling at it? Phew. Right, that's done. No, we haven't got anything to do here, okay. We needed to go to Everburn. Paddy knew it shouldn't be here and left. Okay, no. Where's Hamhands? No. Mine? The mines were closed. Truth Temple. Fight the random encounter. Healers. Warriors. Take out the healers first then.
I'll protect you.
Oh, oh no, I killed Trouble. Oh. Poor little woof woof. We'll heal him up in a minute. That's the better.
That actually worked.
There we go. Oh, we just got challenges there, okay. Dark Elves. Nope. Forclair. Nope. Orcish Wastes. Nope. Horus. Nope. Lothar, you can fight everybody on the way, it's good for leveling up.
You forfeited your life.
One more time.
Great, let's eat.
We don't have been to Grimoire already, been to Ground Tree. Cyclops is no odd way of spelling it. Chambara's hut. Oh yes, we're supposed to go back to Chambara's hut. Home, sweet swampy home. She ended inside the decrepit hovel and the rest followed her inside. The interior was just as well kept. Now, where is that silly potion book? Chambara swiftly crossed the room and scanned her bookshelf. She pulled out a manuscript bound in black leather and heaved it to a nearby table. She opened it and flipped through several pages. What kind of plague is it? Locusts? Midnight transformations? Kara said, it is an illness. My warriors have lost their strength completely. Boring. Just a regular plague then. Here, have something that would help. A potion. It says, potion? You've used this lie on us already. No, this is really a potion this time. Or would you rather take your chances and not believe in me? Loren thought about it for a moment and then shook her head. She had no trust Chambara. It says, okay, here's the recipe. I have to brew it for you because you're all incompetent, but that's the extent of my graciousness. You'll have to get all the ingredients. I'm not breaking my back for this. I'll be sitting here, right here, let's say, guarding the potion, shall we? And it says, no, you'll come with us too. And Rana says, sigh. She says sigh, okay? She's the kind of person that would say that. It's not that simple. She scanned the page in the book. You'll need to decipher the recipe first. It says, decipher? It's written in a different language. Rana says, no, it's written like a riddle. Upon mention, it says, standard dark magic double tone to deceive you. Rana says, it's written like this so uptight losers like you couldn't understand it so you wouldn't persecute those who wrote it. And it says, what does it say? Read it to us. Okay, it says here, potion requires 3 essences, master, servant, and friend. Master, servant, and friend, Delon asks. It says, first ingredient, take from the master trapped in the underworld, release him. Second ingredient, take from the servant wandering champion of flesh stained with the plains. Third ingredient, take from the friend loyal to the end, waiting for the master's return. And that's it. Hero says, but what are we supposed to get exactly? Loren says, let me see that book, I'll oversee this. Hero says, sure you will. Chambara relinquished the book with a dismissive toss. Lessons 1 to Master. Takes the Master trapped in the realm, release him. If this is dark magic, then the Master would have to be a Death Knight. One Richard says, then we stop right here because we will under no circumstances release Death Knight. Chambara says, it's not literally no, you probably just have to find his tomb. Do I have to spell this all out for you? Dora says, wait, a real Death Knight? Those evil people everyone keeps saying destroyed the world? I don't want to go anywhere near one of those. You already have been, Dora. You met one already, remember? Myrth said, Death Knights were a thing of the past, at least they used to be. Any knight we'd encounter would be long dead. There are 2 we know of already. It says Zeal. It says, Karen says, true, we almost forgot about him, and that is very dangerous. How did you almost forget about him? Well, she says, Forced and any like him are not trapped in the underrealm. Indeed, that is their very problem. Which says, any master we seek would not be wandering our plains. We seek the bones of the dead. Poaches calls together from the old body, relying purely on magic. At their worst, they should be dead. Draco says, those don't sound fun either. Well, says, we really don't have a choice. Loren was very wary about releasing any master from the underrealm, but her people needed a cure. Essence 2. Take from the servant wandering champion flesh stone in the plains. Flesh stones for the plains, I'm okay, yes? Well, no, that's what colour are the plains? It says brown. It says, no, dummy, they're green. Green flesh. I think we know what creature this is referring to and where it will be. Wandering the plains, let's go. It says 3. Take from your friend low to the end and wait for the master to return. Well, it says that could be anything. Not necessarily. It says that wherever it is still waiting at the end. Well, it says the end. What does it mean? Everburn? Well, it says only demons live there. And it says no, there are other creatures that call it home. Golems, drakes, firehounds. Trouble chimed in at the reference to his kind. Draco leaned down the struts behind his many ears. What's that? You want to go see your family? Loren says, we'll do no such thing. It says, oh, why not? If we're going that way, it shouldn't be too hard to just stop by. Eleanor said, I don't think that will be a problem, Majesty. We should investigate all non-demon eyes are forced. Loren grumbled. Okay, leave. So we got tomb, plains, more plains, and Everburn, presumably, but we'll go to tomb first. An embellished crypt in the cliffs of Mount Kronos caught their eyes. They knew that if they were to find a master of dark magic, it would be among the burials of the fabled Death Knights. So as I helped them navigate the mountainside and length of their crypt, he was particularly pleased to be returning to something he was comfortable with. Deep inside they found 3 enclosed tombs. So it looked like 3 of these guys are housed here. We shouldn't mess with the others because, you know, the apocalypse. Eleanor says, so which tomb is the master? Draco says, shouldn't just any old death knight do? Marisha says, we should select the tomb of the evil doer that most resembles whoever casted the dark magic. He says, makes sense, and that would be Succubus, Goblin, Dark Elf. Dark Elf? The Dark Elves used to be close to the demons. Their bones were perfect to use. They may be permeated deep with dark magic. The Dark Elves were slaves to the Death Knights, so as you saw in Misfit, he is not one of them. So it's true, so we're not considering a Dark Elf to be a Death Knight at all. Then who should take from? Spoke of illusion at play from the accounts of Dilly. We witnessed a goblin with control of that magic before. Oh yeah, it was the goblin guy. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hello, says he's right. Open the tomb of the Goblin Knight. The remains of a long-withered goblin shaman were uncovered. Several members coughed from exposures to the disturbed dust. And Myrth says, I suppose we take one of his bones. Eleanor reached into the tomb, not letting on how scared she was of the ancient evil she was about to touch. Once Eleanor's hand was around a bone, she felt it tremble. She let go of the skeleton as it burned her. The corpse surged with a demonic glow and sat upright. Loren pulled Eleanor to safety with one arm, got her sword ready with the other. Boss fight, glitch. Right, let's get everybody out. Loren and Eleanor. Okay. Let's have Misfit, Myrth, Polymentia, who we need no warrior I haven't used for a while. Let's have Ramus. We got the Lich, 2 archers, 2 walking dead and a zombie. Misfit, where are you? You could turn into a Ra. Yeah, you go. Ra. Oh, and you did already. Oh, maybe that wasn't a good choice. Oh, Myrth doesn't have a resurrection spell. Okay. Right, they're weak to critical. Weak to air. They're all weak to air. Okay. Earth damage, fire damage, normal damage. Oh, he doesn't have any air damage, does he? What else is he weak to? Water. Water it is then. Oh dear, this is not going too well. Lich is dead anyway, or we'll just revive everybody. Myrth can heal, but she can't resurrect at this point. So just keep her doing damage. Oh, no, really. Good experience. Oh, we got a heavy armor helmet. Me and H just don't get on well. Monkey says, how can the dead continue to rise? Orisha says, because the dead are champions of death and the Underrealm is but a vacation. Perhaps this knight was merely waiting for a reason to return. Orisha says, offer us to open his prison cell. They looked at the heavy stone slab they pushed out of the way to uncover the tomb. He says, I vote we put everything back exactly the way we found it. So says, I second the motion. They replaced all the precautions to keep the skeleton sealed away from the world next to the tomb. I want to just set fire to it. Plains! They began their search for the servant, but Dora stopped them. This is the desert, it's not green at all. So Draco says, sometimes plains are brown, you know. Someone back me up here. No one said a word as I left the orchestrates. Wrong plains! Plains! They searched the plains north of Grimmauld, but found no one of interest. One says, no creature with skin stained with the plains. One says, then we search elsewhere. More plains! They search for a wandering champion. Myrth says, perhaps they're not. Myrth was interrupted by the sound of the stampede. A herd of deer moved quickly through the grass, escaping for their lives. Behind the herd was a green creature riding on top of the wolf. The mount snapped at the deer hungrily, with the encouragement of his cackling rider. Several unmounted goblins desperately tried to keep up. Ray says, that's interesting. Can we kill it? Ron says, that must be the wandering champion. Polymetra says, he's a goblin, so it fits. And then let's make that quick. Loren stood out both her soils and braced herself. Oh, she's going to need some booby tape on there. And no way that would stay on. Amazons obviously have invented booby tape. She let out a war cry, attracting the attention of the goblins. The deer pounded away in relief as the goblins took bait. The mounted goblin charged right for Loren, but before noticing the other party. When he did, he slowed down just enough for his minions to catch him. Loren did not give him a chance to retreat. By goblin champion. Oh, we should be right with this. The champion, 2 warriors, a thief, and 2 lizards. Massive lizards.
I'm sorry.
See if Misfit actually gets to have a turn. Does he have a skill where he can eat people? Because I think that would be useful about now. Oh, friends, full of status suspect. Oh, they're both dead again. Stop dying on me, will you?
That was nearly fool's luck.
I didn't want. Yes, she can't resurrect. I keep forgetting that. And what is wrong with you this time? Paralyzed, There we go. Boom, and dead. Myrth says, that was a champion, alright. Myrth says, we need its essence. Myrth says, its heart. Myrth says, what? Myrth says, I'm not taking any chances, we'll take its black heart with us. Myrth says, Eleanor? That's usually in like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, that's desecration so that you can't resurrect, but that doesn't apply here. Loren says, Eleanor nodded and prepared her short knife. Well, it is done, ma'am. Loren says, good, let's hurry before time runs out on my people. Everburn? They were cautious now that they were walking closer to the mountains of fire. He says, so Archers, have you made up your mind? Which creature is the demon's friend? I have an idea, but I'm not sure if it's the right answer. We may only tell a loyal creature if we come into contact with it. Then let's not waste any more of our breath discussing it. They made an effort to devoid the demons of the land, but attracted the creatures that coexisted among them. Golems, drakes, inferno hounds. Inferno hounds, probably. A fire dog howled, signalling the whole pack to protect their territory. Even Trouble found these hounds to be heinous. So I guess this isn't your family after all, Draco says. Loren says, I told you this was a waste of time. Your party set up. I'm going to swap out Misfit. He's a little bit weak at the moment, but I need to level up Myrth, so I want to keep her there. There's 3 hellhounds, okay. What are they weak against? Critically weak against water, so that's okay. water attack. There we go, water attack.
Harm no more.
I meant to do that.
You meant to be dead, did you? That was, still waiting for her to level up. Him. They all need to level up, basically. More hounds clawed out of the dens and growled at the group. The teeth were bad as they advanced, frightening me. It says they're not going away. Amakiki swung his sword at them, but they were not intimidated. The hounds barked and snapped their sharp teeth. Which is his Mansver's friend. I said, these are the master's friend. It says, take a trophy from one of the dead ones and let's be gone from this place. It says, run, trouble! Elnor procured a fang from one of the hounds that they had slain. Before the other hounds attacked, they fled from the mountains altogether. Just save the game. And go back to Chambara's hut. I didn't think we'd get the ingredients so fast, especially considering I wasn't helping much. It says, you weren't helping on purpose? I was going to eventually. Put the stuff on the table. Eleanor laid out the bone of the Death Knight, the heart of the Goblin Champion, and the fang of an Inferno Hound on the table. You figured out how to read dark magic recipes? Took me a while to learn. Jabara seemed generally impressed with the speed and accuracy of the group's combined knowledge. Okay then, I'll just plop these in and give it a stir, should be ready. Now don't look directly at it, it'll sting your eyes. Loren sat on the edge of her seat, impatient for the potion to be done. It's done, take it and get out of my house. Elle says, you're stuck in with this. Blast it, you caught that. Fine. Karen says, that's not very much. How are we supposed to treat all the Amazons with this? Put it in the water supply or something like that. It's too potent like this anyway. He says, but this will work. Jimbo says, I'm good at what I do, okay? Of course it will work. I don't know why I'd added an okay there when it wasn't. Apollo Minister says, we should test it on one person first, just to be safe. Being safe would be getting this to all your sick people as soon as possible, Jambara says. You're really going to hold off because you can't trust me? Your choice. Karen says, we trust you. Karen says, Eleanor, rush this potion back to the citadel as fast as you can. Tell Brazier what to do with it. We will catch up to you soon. Eleanor took the potion and ran outside, obeying her queen without question. She escaped the swamps unnoted and advanced at a great speed from the benefit of travelling alone. Eleanor could not have made it sooner to the citadel, and judging by how grateful Brazier was to see her, despite their relationship, she was just in time. By the time Loren and the rest of the group made it to the citadel, the potion had been administered, and the signs of recovery were promising. Brazier says, Your Highness, I do not know how you managed a cure for this plague with it subsiding. It should be safe for you and your friends to enter again. Yay! Oh, and everybody except Dora, for some reason, levels up. Just level up. Skill. Lose negative conditions, that'd be useful, because, again, Loren paralysed. Will points, no skill point. Mess levels up, we'll going to equal it between strength and skill, no skill point. Troubles all over the place, but put it in strength, no skill points. Amakiki, put it all in strength, he's got a skill point. Let's have Battlecry 2. Draco, everything goes in will, and he's got 1 skill point. I'm ignoring the mage tree. The elementalist stuff. Phantom form, not necessary. He's got that maxed. Earth damage, air damage, okay. Chambara, will, no skill point. Loren, strength, no skill point. Ramas, strength, no skill points. Karen, skill, one skill point. Focus target 2. Ray, skill, no skill points. Salza's in strength and no skill point. Dora didn't level up. Myrth did. Will, and she's got 1 skill point, so we'll get earth damage, tangling reeds. That'll do nicely. Karen says, all the Amazons are well? Grace says, not well, your grace, but getting better. It will still take some time for them all to fully recover. Says, but what about the war? We need our troops to march on Everburn. Loren, do not rush the recovery process, Karen says. You need your sisters at their best. The war may have to wait. Loren says, but for how long am I to wait? Grace says, we'll follow you wherever you command, your majesty. Loren frowned, knowing that she could not ask the ailing to fight for her so soon. The guard says, arrival! The generals from the Empire. General Samael and Ashtran entered the citadel and greeted Loren. You're here and looking none the worse for wear. We heard that the Amazons have gone sick. Ashtran says, do you need aid? I can send you our doctors. He says, thank you, General. We have dealt with the problem. We are now recovering. He It says, great, because I come to announce that the Blessed Council has finally got off their high horse. The city of Horus has put a lot of pressure on the Council. It's finally my testimony that sealed it. And it says, they've allowed me the power to grant someone the supreme commander of our army. And it says, that's fortunate of you. You come to grant Loren her request in person then? Also, yes, Samuel says, yes, I'm here on behalf of the Empire to allow you the highest authority over my and Ashtran's forces. It says, using the will. It says, I will. It says, anything else? The elven ambassador I visited while you were out, Majesties, Brazier says. He gave me this. Brazier retrieved a wand covered in leaves with a jewel on it. It says, that is the scepter of the Weald. Myrth took the stick and turned it upright, presenting it officially to Loren. Myrth says, it signifies the leader of the protectors of the forest, which means you control all elven troops. It says, the elders have agreed to grant me their military as well. It says, that makes two. You overnight their armies. Loren gripped the scepter firmly. So, we've come to the end of it all. Emma stood in silence, taking in the fact that the greatest battle of the time was very close to reality. Emma says, are we prepared to lay siege to the demons? Brazier says, the Amazons still need to recover their strength, but we will march on their orders. Emma says, if there's anything we need to accomplish before seeking out force, we should do it now. This is the end of Chapter 3. In Chapter 4, we will not be able to travel the world or use the camp feature. It's highly recommended that you finish your business with your party members. One more chance to purchase items in Chapter 4, but nobody tells the shops we've seen thus far. Emma says, let the Amazons regain their strength. In the meantime, I will complete what is left to be done. Says, yes, Your Grace, I'll be here waiting your orders. To advance to Chapter 4, speak with Brazier in the Sibyl's capital. So, I'm going to save my game. And that's going to be the end of the episode. We'll start Chapter 4 next time. Hi, this is Phoephoe. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and if you really liked it, please subscribe.